Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So we got some more drama. Jacoby Brissett aggravated his hamstring at practice the other day, and now the Washington Commanders are expected to start Sam Howell again, and they have a bunch of other injuries I'll talk about. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Really close to 12,000 subscribers, trying to hit that before the end of the year, so please go ahead and do that. It would mean a ton. Also with that like button and that notification bell as well. Make sure you guys check out BetUS, link in the description. But man, the clown show continues for the Washington Commanders and Ron Rivera, and I guess this isn't it's not Ron Rivera's fault. He couldn't predict an injury, and it really is just really bad timing because basically you're like, okay, Sam Howell, we're going to bench you. You haven't been playing well. We want to see, we want you to sit back and see Jacoby Brissett run the offense and give you some more time to develop. And then now Jacoby Brissett, he has a hamstring injury. I think it was Thursday in practice. He tweaks it, and he's expected to be out for this game and a couple days before the game starts. And this is from Aaron Wilson, who covers the NFL and the Texans. Pretty reliable reporter. Says Commanders are expected to start quarterback Sam Howell on Sunday against the 49ers due to quarterback Jacoby Brissett being sidelined with hamstring injury aggravation. So it sucks for Jacoby because he definitely wanted to play, and maybe sucks for Terry because he would be getting the ball more, and especially, deep passes and contested passes to him. But Sam Howell's going to be, likely the starter. The other media hasn't confirmed this, like Ben Standig, Nikki Jabala, Kime, and, JP. They haven't confirmed it, but he's officially listed as questionable. Jacoby Brissett is, but they also called up Jake Fromm, which is another kind of indicator that Jacoby Brissett probably isn't playing, and it makes sense to just play Howell. He was already starting anyways. The teammates are used to him, and it's the end of the season. If Jacoby Brissett's hurt, you don't want him to make it worse and going into the off season with a bad injury. And yeah, it just makes sense to sit him, especially if, maybe one injury leads to overcompensation and leads to another injury, or just, I don't know, you never know. And you might as well just play Sam Howell at this point. But it is a very unfortunate situation for Rivera because, again, he basically said, Sam, we're going to let you sit back and watch the offense for the next couple weeks. We think it's going to be very beneficial for you. And then now he's going to go back into it and play. So, hey, Sam Howell gives you a little bit more of a chance, and I'm hoping he goes out and balls out. I don't think anything he does these last couple weeks is going to change the mind of the GM, but it can make you feel better about Sam Howell and his future here, whether it's as a backup or even, you think he can develop into a starter, and maybe you have him as a starting quarterback next year, or you keep him and develop him as a backup here, and maybe eventually he can be traded for some, draft capital as a backup or a starter if he ever does come in for some games. But having a valuable backup is very, very good, and to get a good backup in the 5th round, which I think at minimum Sam Howell's a good backup, it's a very good draft pick, which, hey, props to Rivera for that, but I still think he can be a starter in this league, a low-tier to mid-tier starter, which is kind of what I thought all along is what he would be. Middle of the season, I got a little excited. He was playing well, but before the season, my expectations were kind of like, okay, he's going to be a mid to low-tier starter like in the NFL, and that still can happen. I still believe that can happen. He's just going to have to develop this offseason and, work on some things for sure. And there's some other injury news as well. But real quick, a word from today's sponsor.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
And make sure you guys check out BetUS. Link in the description. Use that link to get 125% first-time deposit match. You have a game to bet on tonight. The Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are 6-point favorites, so make sure you guys check them out and bet responsibly as usual. So, and in that game, we probably, In terms of our draft pick, we probably want the Cowboys to win just because if they win, they're still in the, thick of things for, in terms of winning the division. So against us, they'll actually try. So that's kind of why I want them to win, but I'm not going to be like really, really wanting them to win this game for sure. But here are the roster moves for the Washington Commanders. Percy Butler, IR. Tyler Larson, IR. Charles Leno, IR. So 2 starting offensive linemen for the Washington Commanders will be on IR. And then they signed Tucker Addington, the long snapper, to the practice squad, I guess, or from the practice squad. Alex Akambalu, I guess he's going to, be the backup but get some playing time. Jake Fromm, talked about that earlier. And then Sean Chandler, Nick Whiteside from the practice squad. And then Chris Rodriguez is also being placed on IR. This was earlier this week. Unfortunate there because he had a really good game against the Jets, 2 touchdowns, and was pretty efficient. And, it ends his season, had a couple, I think he was sick earlier in the season, missed some games, and then ankle injury. So unfortunate, but he showed some promise. He showed some promise for sure. I think he can be a solid player in this league. And I think his performance maybe, makes you not need to bring back Gibson, but I still think you might want another back, like a quicker back in the draft, because Rodriguez and Robinson are pretty similar in my opinion. The starting secondary, man, Kendall Fuller is out for this game. Benjamin St. Juste is out for this game. The starting secondary is going to be bad. It's not looking good. It's Forbes, Terrell Burgess, Cam Curl, and then, maybe Tariq Castro Fields. It's not looking good. We are going to get absolutely demolished by the San Francisco 49ers. And even against the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to lose 2. And we do that, we're going to have the number 3 overall pick unless some crazy things happen with the Patriots and the strength of schedule. And hopefully the Cardinals win a game. And just to confirm it, hopefully the Patriots beat the Jets the last week of the season. I think that's when they play them. But it's looking good for our draft picks. And I'm just ready for the season to be over, for us to be talking about who our next head coach is, our next general manager. And if you stay till the end here, I was doing some research. I guess I just stumbled upon him today. This other potential candidate for the Washington Commanders head coaching spot. And that is Dave Canales, who is the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And some background on him, he helped develop Russell Wilson into an elite quarterback in Seattle, was a QB coach when Geno Smith had his best year, which was last year. He got comeback player of the year. He helped resurrect Baker Mayfield's career in Tampa as their OC, and he might win comeback player of the year. Might be DeMar, but probably should be Baker, Joe Flacco. He's only 42 years old, which, I think anything under 50 is pretty good. So I would say him, Mike McDonald, Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. Those are my top 4 candidates for the Washington Commanders head coaching job in 2024. Really excited for that to happen. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there. And make sure you guys follow my Twitter. Also close to a milestone there, 14 away from 2,000. So help me get there. And hope you guys are having a great holiday season. And yeah, happy holidays. Peace.